crimes and landmines. You pray to God, I make them weep. This is violence and pure technique. Let's go. I was raised where the sun don't rise, where rats eat the weak and the saints wear the skies. I write psalms in your blood with the switchblade pen, quote scriptures while I stomp out 10 of your men. Every bar's like a loaded Mac 11 in confession, body armor verse full of spiritual regression. I spit sulfur, sleep in ash, drink cyanide wine. You wear crosses, I crucify your lifeline. I'm brimstone and timberlands, vengeance and flesh. I black out and baptize death in every breath. Ain't no peace treaty, bitch, just shrapnel and grief. At the peak of violence, I find my relief. At the peak of violence, say my name with spit. At the peak of violence, I was born for this shit. At the peak of violence, no fear, no friends, just the stench of the world I was sworn to end. I'm the war-torn spawn of a Cold War priest. I beat death in a cipher while your mom screamed peace. I write math and blood, spit science and shells. You bite bars, I carve lines in hell. It's rugged like veins full of crack smoke and bleach, like a blunt dipped in acid with a razor in the crease. I leave verses in body bags, tags on the flow. I don't rap, I vex our souls through a microphone. Catch me eating serotonin with a switchblade tongue. I turn therapist to corpses when the session begun. It's a blast from the brainstem, gutter bred sermon. I'm the voice in the riot when the whole world burning. At the peak of violence, ain't no gods in here. At the peak of violence, I breathe war and fear. At the peak of violence, don't preach, don't beg. I write symphonies in blood with a broken leg. I talk pain like a prophet, death like a priest. You a TikTok rapper, I'm a myth off the leash. I'm a lunatic linguist with a hammer in his teeth, screaming fuck peace while I preach through the grief. I'm the last gasp of a soldier that don't kneel. I keep my faith in hollow tips and steel. I never made a promise, I ain't break for a thrill. I'd rather die scarred than live soft and still. At the peak of violence, this is godless art. At the peak of violence, I rip throats apart. At the peak of violence, I rip throats apart. Full of death. Tear the flesh from your peace of mind. Your God won't end, so there ain't God. This is war in the marrow, hate in the womb. Every breath you take, a fucking tome. You got with me and shatter bones. I don't. I ground text and swallow stones. Choke on the silence you forced down my throat. Now drown in the chaos I kept in my coat. You built this world on graves and greed. I left the sky open just to watch it bleed. You wanted truth, this is truth with teeth. I didn't snap, I evolved.